This is basically like just like an orientation kind of thing,
Yeah,
introduction.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, that's cool, man.
Yeah, I'd recommend point guarding. Probably top side here for you. So like around about top pixel
Wait, sorry,
brush.
point guarding?
Yeah, so you want to like guard the entry points into your jungle. So I would stand in
Gotcha.
this bush before the pixel brush. That way,
So here,
yeah, exactly where you're clicking. That way
yeah,
you can kind of see them, and like I try and stand on the edge. That way you can see them if they're coming in.
it's like this.
Yeah, because then you would see them if they're rolling down through mid, because that's like where they might game from. And you can see that Nami's walking up bot lane, so they might all be
Gotcha. Yeah,
bot.
yeah.
Yeah. So these are the point guards, and like ideally Jace would be in the next area across from you, the next entrance.
Gotcha. Yeah. Do I start backing now or?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah. And so yeah, normally I would not ward your blue how you warded. I would like hold my ward and ward that pixel brush area.
Gotcha. I can.
And you can also ward it a little bit later so you get that extra 20 seconds
Yeah,
on your vision top side.
that makes sense.
Because yeah, I feel like if Nunu went like red into your blue, your ward would be potentially despawned by the time you got there.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I gotcha. Yeah.
Nice, Vex has cleared the ward. Yeah, you do a pretty good job of kiting your camps too, should mention. Oh, what's the theory with this clear that you're going?
Sorry. Oh,
What's
never
the
mind.
theory with
Forgot.
this clear you're going?
So usually I try to get Krugs here. So I'm able to level 2 gank here if they need it.
Yeah.
If not, I have Krugs out of the way so I can level 3 gank top if anything happens here as well.
Okay,
I
interesting.
guess I just see it as efficient or something. I don't know.
I mean, I guess it's kind of efficient in like some ways, but it's also like inefficient in other ways.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm like open to any criticism, by the way. Like,
No, well, yeah, I didn't particularly know why you're doing it, so I can't really criticize it, you know.
yeah,
One thing I would mention though, I think that you should probably go 2 points Q instead of a point W if you're just gonna use your W as an auto attack reset. I feel like that is gonna be more efficient. It's like if you're going full clear out and you're not gonna have W for a gank, then you can just go 2 points Q in my opinion.
yeah, makes sense. Yeah.
Alright, so it's 3 minutes 35 full clear when you play that.
Yep.
It's a little bit slow. Yeah, this looks like a good gank, I like it. You should ping that you're coming in. Yeah, nice. Excellent. Go back and clear that ward.
Yep.
Yeah, you should just get it. Nah. Okay, yeah. So if you're gonna pink that, you should try and put it in the corner of the bushes. You always want to try and put your wards
I
in
was
the
like
corner.
here.
Yeah, exactly. So you can
Yeah,
see
cool.
further in whatever direction you want to see.
Yep.
And then you should base on the spot here. I
Cool.
think Jace is fine to push that in, because he's already had his first base. Yeah, there's also the option that you could have gone back and helped him shove.
Sure. That's not bad, though, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think if you push with him it's really that beneficial because it's still a cannon wave, so he's still not going to lose that much gold, the Gangplank, because cannon takes such a long time to die.
Gotcha.
But yeah, if it was 2 normal waves, then you could have like helped him a lot by pushing it because more creeps would die and Gangplank would miss out on more XP.
Yep.
So that's something you always want to think about when you're pushing waves too.
Yep.
Alright. That's their mid laner hitting that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if you can do early dragons here, but if you can't, I would like potentially go and ward it. I feel like Nunu
Yep.
could try. Actually, just sweep. It's like sweep leaving your jungle here and towards Pixel Brush, etc. Because their mid probably warded here. That's why he
Yep.
was hitting the plant. So sweep now? Yeah.
Oh,
Nice. Exactly. Since your mid's basing, don't go drag. Just go wolves here.
Actually, again.
Yeah. Because your mid's based, right? If there's like say a ward in Pixel Brush and they're on dragon or something, you walk in there, you just die because you don't have any support.
Yep.
So you just go wolves here. Because it's cannon wave, you don't really need to soak mid, but you could also if you really wanted to.
I can.
I think that
think-
you're not going to get like a large amount. You might get cannon,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
maybe one creep.
Yeah, that's.
It's okay.
So I should have just gone wolves, yeah.
Well, it's like two things, right? I think on Yi it's fine, but like say you're playing a different champion, or say you wanted to do a gank somewhere, you don't want to be seen, right? For just one or two creeps.
Gotcha.
normally.
Yep.
But on the flip side, this game's actually fine because they already knew where you were because he had the ward on your Raptors. So you actually made the right play
Yes.
there in hindsight.
Gotcha.
with
That makes
more
sense. Yeah. Yep. But like, if they hadn't noticed me, they would have known like my jungle pathing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so like
Gotcha.
any like person who's thinking about the game should figure out where you've been based on seeing you there at Raptors.
Gotcha.
So here you can check for chicken.
Oh wait, check here.
Yeah, chickens and Krugs. I think Nunu won't be that fast. Actually, go mid.
Yeah, I'll go mid in.
Yeah. Because the wave's crashing. This guy's potentially even killable too. Especially if you
Yeah.
waste his abilities here.
I think I'll just back out.
Yeah, sure. That's fine. You got his ult.
I
and
missed the
his
wave there.
ignite.
Oh,
No, you still got XP. Just go to your red here.
cool.
And he's still got his ignite and his ult, and now he's like solo killable. And like your
Yeah.
ult is not worth as much, so you can just kill this.
Sure.
You can see Nuno's bot. You should pan over this fight whilst you're killing this, and smite these Krugs. No, kill them. Pan over just means like look at it, just like observe the situation. There might be a kill here. Yep. Nice. See, and that's why we pan over it.
Gotcha. I don't know if that flash was worth
It's
using.
okay. Doesn't
But,
matter. It's a pretty clutch play. You should sweep to here as you're walking back in. They could have warded. Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah.
And you can catch this wave. Yeah. Sure.
Like the reason why. Okay, actually, because I kind of want to figure this out. So
Alright.
do I just
I wouldn't
back it
base here.
up?
I'd go chickens because if I think you're 200 gold off your item, right? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
320. Yeah, I
So
would just pick it up since you've been out so long.
cool.
Yeah, so just go chickens, wolves, and base, or chicken, wolves, blue base. I think it doesn't matter either way.
Yep.
You're not going to miss out on that much stuff on the map. The other option you could
Oosh.
have gone is you could have just like based and got like 2 long swords and like boots.
Gotcha.
But
Yeah.
I think that this is probably going to be better power spike, to be honest. Because I don't think anything's going to happen on the map that's important. It's like, if wolves gives you the gold, I would base off the wolves and then run back topside and look for herald with your item.
Gotcha. Yep.
I think it will give you your gold.
Sorry.
I think wolves alone will give you your gold that you need.
Yep. I will. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah.
No, I'd stay, yeah. Go grump.
Yep.
Because you want to leave your blue longer.
That's true. Yeah, I get it. Yep. So I mean, actually, in normal games, I would like get this and this, but I'm assuming for this, I should just rush this.
Well, you can do it however you would normally do it. Yeah, like
Okay.
however you normally build is how you should build here.
All right. I'll just.
Yeah, no boots.
I don't know if this is the most efficient, but like I'll just let you know, like this is an introduction, so
Yeah, look,
let's see how I
this
play.
might
I
be
guess.
just some, Yi technology that I'm not aware of. So we'll check out how you normally play, and then I'll be able to like
fair.
assess, what
Mhm.
that seems like in my mind.
Okay. That's fair.
You can probably pick up this. Just keep going. Look at your mid there. Look
Surely
mid.
again.
Nunu.
Yep.
Nice. He's leashing you the crab. And then yeah, you do crab here, and then you could run to Nunu's red because he doesn't have it. So I think it's
Okay.
still up. because he did drag, and sweep as you're going in now. No, keep going to red.
Yep.
Yeah,
I
you'll
see
see the
he's
Nunu
there,
here. So you can like brawl him here, because look at your items compared to his.
Yeah, I gotcha. Do I wait or do I just get
You
it?
can start hitting it and pull it in, because Nunu might go mid here, towards the mid laner. You probably want to pull it into the bush, preferably, and smart it. Okay, yeah, kill this guy. Should be fine. Ulti, and then Q to dodge. Nice. Oh, I would ult
Do we
and
just...
have killed him there, but that's okay.
Oh, sorry.
I think kill this guy. Just turn around and murder him, in my opinion. Kill them both. Yeah, alright. Now go to Krugs and then go to Herald. Oh, just go Herald now since you've walked this way.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, I
I'm
think.
sorry, I thought of my Krugs for some reason.
No, not your Krugs.
Yeah.
Yeah, his Krugs are up, we know that, because
Yeah.
high path. Yeah, so pick up this and then go to your blue, and then I would recall, because I think you're going to have enough gold for your item after
Yep.
blue and Herald for... I'm assuming you have Blazer and King here, right?
Actually, I might... Yeah.
Well, yeah, whatever you'd normally go, you just, if you have the gold for it base, it's hard for
Yep.
me to tell you when to base, so I don't exactly know your gold needs, because your build's different to what I would expect.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, so pick up the blue here, and then since we're here, pick up blue, Krugs, Wolves, and then base, in my opinion.
Like Gromp Wolves? You mean?
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. All good.
And then probably coming straight out of base, we want to maybe look for like into mid to drop Herald, and then like go get your bot side camps.
Yep.
Actually take Wolves and then run mid and clear the wave and just drop Herald here. Let's just stay out, because they're making such a big play bot, you can like...
Bot signs, there's nothing mid, right? Yeah, cool.
Yeah, exactly.
So, wait, I have a question, by the way. I could be dumb, but I'll ask it anyway. So, like, how you said for me to invade is red, right?
Yeah.
So, like, what was all your thought process going into that? Like, why
you have item
was it a
advantage.
good decision?
Drop the Herald.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so you have a huge item advantage. He hasn't base because he's done Herald. Sorry, he did Dragon, so that's a huge time waste, right? So because you
Yeah.
have that item advantage, you can just run him down and kill him.
Cool.
And then you're punishing him. And it's like you have the tempo because you took your base earlier. And then so
Gotcha.
kill this creep wave.
So basically, he's like one item down because he didn't back. But I did.
I think he was even more than that. Just base here. You don't want to continue.
Yep.
Because again, like tempo, you're not really probably going to kill this tower. And even if you do, is it like really worth? I don't know.
Ooh, do I get it? I don't.
Yeah.
It's fine.
It's like, you know, in a normal situation that wouldn't even happen because you would also base like further back because you wouldn't have walked forward.
Yeah, correct. I was like a bit of an arrogant back. So.
Well, yeah, because it was arrogant back though because you already walked forward because you were going to go kill the next tower, which...
Yeah,
is,
oh, that's true. Yeah, I gotcha. But I wouldn't have done that.
Exactly.
Like, yeah.
Because you would know that you're not looking to get that tower, you're just getting the one tower and taking a base.
Yep, I understand.
And then you'd save like, instead of saving just 8 seconds, you would save like probably like 15 seconds or 12 seconds kind of thing.
Yep. So, sorry, wait, back to that thing though with the invade. So like, I would have, like, my thought process would have been like, there's like enemies in this area, so I just want to go. Like, that's literally where I would have ended it.
Yeah,
So like,
well, you have top lane like ahead, right? And you also kind of have mid lane prior because your teammates are ganking mid, right?
yep.
So
yep.
it's like you had like a lot of like teammate advantage on that side because you guys just killed their top off a roam, right? And
Gotcha,
then
yep,
your
correct.
Nautilus was ganking mid, so their mid can't even rotate really. So you can just go into the jungle there and kill him because of the situation on the map, like the macro on the map.
I understand. So
And then also the item advantage is like huge too.
I guess I'm kind of like underestimating like my teammates' damage or the position they're in.
Well, I think you weren't taking into consideration what your teammates are doing, but also you weren't taking into consideration your power spike by having had already taken your base, whereas Nunu didn't.
Yes, okay, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
So
okay.
you had items, Nunu doesn't, and that just creates this situation where you can kill him.
Yep.
I would go
Actually.
Wolves and then go back bot, or yeah, just go back now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that because Dragon's coming up. I think that you can look for pretty good fights here. Like you have a huge lead right now.
Yeah,
you don't
I
have
do.
your item here, but sweep. There's water. Yeah, nice. Awesome. And then you can like walk to like mid pixel brush and then potentially gank mid because then you get mid prior by ganking mid.
Oh,
There's the
wonder
Nunu.
who's that.
You're chilling. Just go gank this guy. Ping that you're coming in and see what we can do.
That sucks.
Okay, interesting. I did not expect that you would lose such heavily with your
It was
lead.
very interesting. Oh. Did it's very tinky. Oh right,
Yeah.
Barnes.
I think also him having Conqueror, you not having Conqueror is also that's like a thing that I probably didn't factor in well
Mm.
enough. Alright, yeah, this drag's gone, so you're just gonna go topside and take your topside camps.
Cool.
Play around topside. Also think that I don't know what your mid particularly did, but I feel like she was not that useful there.
She was what, sorry?
She was not very useful there.
Yeah. No, yeah, she kind of stood back a little bit.
Yeah. Potentially though, she was like pinging something that we didn't see because I think pings are off, right?
I have her pings on, so
Okay.
but
Um,
yeah.
let's go to that red since it's up,
Yep.
and we know it's up because you took it last, and just back up on the
Yeah.
map. Surprised Jace didn't pick that up and do that. But anyway, this game I'm thinking it's Tabi's game.
Yep.
What the hell? Where is this red at? Oh, kill this guy, huh?
Um, I could have mechanically played that a little better.
Yeah, yeah, and the other thing is you could ward the bush as soon as you see him, so you can get onto
Yeah.
him and potentially like, dodge the barrels, etc.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's okay.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think that was also a surprising death. 3 and 7
Yeah.
GP one-shotting.
Yeah.
Alright, so tell me what your full build would normally be here so I can get kind of an idea of that.
I know. So usually because I decided to pick up Dust Blades, the lethality, it'll probably be a lethality build. So
By the way, you should be using portals when you're going into your jungle.
yeah, sorry, yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, it's okay.
I think I'm trying to like pay attention to you as well in the game. So it's
Yeah,
like
yeah, no,
I'm at
I
like
always
half
say this, it's
efficiency.
harder to play like your first game of live coaching because it's like
Yeah. Makes sense.
distracting.
Yeah. I think I'll get used to it. So
Yeah, everyone does it with time.
yeah.
The solution's like potentially free, but there's also a Nami around somewhere that we need to be careful of, and wards.
Yeah.
But say they make a mistake and like he walks towards the bush or something, and we can kill, then we'll look for that.
Gotcha. Like what he's doing now. He might be backing here actually.
Yep, there he is, walking straight to you. Like I said. Oh, double kill, surely.
Yep.
Alright, never mind.
Damn.
Go Herald.
Yeah.
Yeah, she oh, pink ward this by the way as soon as you get here. His
Okay,
Nami's
nice.
probably warded it. Alright, nice. To kill the ward, and then be careful because GP might be coming from mid.
Yeah, I was gonna queue that, but yeah, I just saw Giga.
Don't do that.
Wow,
you're
man.
dead. Okay, so when you're going in to kill the ward, you have to be like thinking about the Nami Q. Like I would just dodge it with Q onto Herald or something like
Gotcha. Yeah.
Or
yeah,
like you
I
don't
get
even
it.
need to kill the ward even too. But like I couldn't really communicate that quick enough to you.
Yeah, I understand.
Because yeah, the reason we had to be careful there is because we saw GP was pushing mid, so we had mid prior. Which
Yep.
it's like thinking back to like when we invaded before. We were able to invade because we had mid prior. So like this time
Gotcha.
we weren't able to invade because we don't have mid prior. Or in this instance, it's like do Herald.
Mhm.
GP is doing like a shitload of damage.
Yeah, man. And it was only on one item before, like with me as well, Essence Reaver.
They're like kind of pushing mid. Yeah, I guess you can't really clear it. Okay.
Yeah. So I just
No, just do your one camp and then maybe you can smart it as it's like getting ready for the next one. Yeah, so you can like
Oh,
leave. I think you're probably a little bit late to do it. Okay. Yeah, you might be. Maybe you can kill Nami here actually, if they overstay.
I'll just leave.
Okay. Yep. And then go back, kill your 2 chickens. Oh, it's
Yep.
Jace. Look at this.
I don't know. Oh, Diego's here. I want to be here.
Yeah, Nautilus too. See what happens. Alright.
Yep.
Vex is also close, but she doesn't have ult, so she can't come easily. Yeah,
Yeah.
just go take your camps here. You kind of want to see if you can force some 2v2s with the Chase or something like that. Maybe
Yeah, I
like
gotcha.
kill GP in the sideline. That'd be kind of a nice play. I'd say he has big shutdown at the moment too, the GP, because he's killed a bunch of people.
Yeah. It's like 800 gold.
Yeah.
Waiting to happen.
And we see GP's mid here. So if we can get
Yeah.
any pick on GP, like getting into a bush as he walks bot or something, might be a play.
Mhm.
We do want to
Yep,
just
gotcha.
keep eyes on the map, see what's happening.
Yep.
Alright, doesn't look like it's possible because they're
I don't see me.
rolling so together. Interesting. Diego going bot. No GP. I'd say GP is bush camping somewhere, looking for a one-shot play again.
Probably, yeah.
It seems to be this guy's play. Okay, we see GP's top.
Yep, there he is.
Okay,
Okay.
Dragon's coming up, and we kind of want to make a play bot side. We have to keep in mind Viego
Sure.
and Nunu, and also GPL on any play you make.
Yep.
I would say since they're full AD and they're so ahead that I would look for armor this game, like Death's Dance would
Death's
be
Dance,
a nice
gotcha.
play in my mind.
Yep. I'll actually buy that next. That's a good idea.
I think, yeah, we need to pivot away from lethality.
That even possibly guarding an early guardian angel.
Potentially, but it's a little bit hard if you die. I feel like you won't come back alive because they can just stand on top of you because they're winning fights.
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah. So they're all like one shot potential.
Yeah, and GP's here. Okay, kill this guy inside you first. Nice. Alright, I think this looks winnable. Try and kill GP. Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
I true.
Yeah, so GP was low, so if you had have gone towards...
Yeah, if I just queued, it would have been easier.
Yeah, alright, just get this drag. Yeah, nice. Yeah, so I think there was opportunity for that. And now it's also big shutdown gold. Potentially a Baron play here, it's doable, but they have GP still. But maybe even GP kill is doable also.
He's walking up
to
this.
the woods. But yeah, he's super low. In my opinion, let's look for him since he's like greeting here. Or potentially Baron play. Just press tab so we can see their death timers. Alright, never mind. They're all up. Their red's up too, if you want to look for it.
Whoops.
You need to be relatively quick here though. Alright,
let's go.
What the hell? I'd look for the base.
I see you got red. Oh, base? Yep.
Yeah, probably. Because you could pick up Caulfield's Hammer here plus the armor item.
Yep.
I feel like that's going to be pretty helpful for this next fight.
Be walking up to the Baron here.
Yeah, you want to path towards Baron for sure. You definitely don't want to be too far away.
Yeah, actually, there might be a fight here, so I'll just come up here.
You can see Lucian's bot side this. This could be good for you to get to this fight and force it.
Yep. Cool.
GP's kind of low. Kind of like this. Let's ping that we want to look for a fight here. Like, see if Vex can land an ult or something.
Oh, let's go. Nice.
See if you can get in there.
Let's go, Nautilus. Do something. Let's go.
Just careful of GP barrel combo.
Holy.
Yeah.
That was one barrel, man.
Yeah.
Jeez.
But yeah, potentially we can look for this drag. We have to be careful again though, GP barrel combo. There's a pink ward on it. You should regen a lot from doing Baron though here, I think.
Should have. I feel like one barrel can just...
Yeah, we can. So you have to be...
I'm gonna just be careful here.
There's the barrels inside. Alright. Yeah, go on this guy. Kill the Viego. Nice. And then you can kill this GP.
Let's go. Oh, just gets it. Lucian is...
Yeah, it shouldn't be too big a deal. I feel like you two can solo this, and
sure,
Nautilus can pretty much slow down the Lucian enough. Yeah, this is fine. It's slow, but it's fine. It'd be nice if Jace was here, so you could share the tanking with him and get better DPS, but
yeah,
all's good. And then I'd base straight away and go in the portal and see if you can kill bot. Oh, we're lagging a little bit. Not sure.
Yeah.
I think that's on your end though.
Yeah, it is my end, yeah.
Yeah.
Should I sell here for this?
Yeah, you should. Because there's no plays happening, so you just sell that. And then go bot. And I would just like shove out bot lane a little bit. Wait for your Jace to come back alive, and then probably look for like a mid play. So if you can like gather the gold you need for your Death's Dance here, that'd be like kind of a bit of a play.
Yeah.
I would have stayed and shoved another wave, disregarding my Vex, but yeah, go mid,
fair.
and collect the wave, and then come back for your red. It's like what I think should have happened is Vex should have gone mid. Yeah, but anyway. Right,
yeah, I feel like I could have pinged this, and she would have left the way for me.
Probably, yeah. Yeah, so pick up your 2 camps here, and then grab your item, and then go mid as soon as possible, so that you're there when your Jace comes alive.
Yep.
And yeah, because you don't want to waste too much time with these players, especially I think in lower ranks where people will be like, oh, my players are just farming, so like I'm just gonna do farming too. Whereas like you're farming for a reason, and like you guys kind of want to get grouped into it. So get your base off as quickly as possible.
Yeah, hopefully, yeah.
And
Let's
then
see.
ping the coming mid with Death's Dance.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is a pretty big pass back in my opinion. You don't have flash, so that's something to keep in mind. I see Nunu's engaging.
Yeah, I see.
What is Nautilus doing?
On his own.
This guy is
Interesting.
griefing, but so is Nautilus. Alright, yeah, get in here. This is GG here. Potential GG. We want this. Oh, yes. I'd be even
Very
potentially
nice.
starting to ult now to get in here.
I gotcha.
Get on this guy.
Let's go, man.
I think he's still murdered. Oh, okay. That's fine. I would have probably just continued chasing. I'm pretty sure you can.
I see. Gotcha.
Yeah. Anyway, shove this shit and end the game.
Yep.
GG well played.
GG.
I think there's like a couple pivotal fights that we could have got to sooner in like this mid-late game part. But yeah, it's okay. But some of these things like issues of like macro, because like, you know, we didn't shove bot wave, then we didn't get in there this quickly. I'd just end here personally, but you can look for some kills if you want.
Yes, so.
Both options are fine. Seems pretty chill. Alright, GG.
GG.
So in this, there's like a few issues. Some of them come from me because I don't know your base golds that you want. And
That's fair enough.
so like, you know, when we stay for like 2k gold, you could have based sooner because you could have you're only basing for 1875 gold. But then we ended up basing for 2175 gold, which got you boots also, which is kind of like a nice power spike too.
Gotcha.
So there's like some things like that happened. Definitely something I noticed about your first clear is we can opt for double Q if you're going for a full clear.
Yep. I'll write this down. Cool.
Yeah, it's better if you write the notes, by the way, because it's like better for learning than if like I just send you notes, because then you probably won't really take it in that deeply.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah. Gotcha. Okay. Yep. Cool. You can keep going, by the way.
Yeah, so you've got what I said there about the level 2 and the like base timers, etc.
Yep.
All right. Another thing that we want to be thinking about is like what kind of game tempo we have. So in this game, we were able to get some leads through game tempo. So that'd be like, you know, when we killed Nunu in his jungle and like took his red. So
Gotcha.
the reason that we were able to get this tempo was because we based earlier on like the exact gold we needed for our items, and then Nunu, instead of had taken his base, he like has overstayed in the jungle and taken dragon, which takes a lot of time.
Yep.
So that's like the first part of this tempo play that we realized, like, okay, Nunu has not taken his base because he's just on dragon and then ganked mid. The second part is that our Nautilus is roaming topside. He just killed their top laner and now he's ganking their mid laner, so no one could rotate to the Nunu here.
Yep.
And so that led you to get the Nunu kill and the GP kill and red buffs. That's like 1,000 gold swing on you basically at that point.
Gotcha.
And then we also were able to come down and take the Herald too. So if you see this sequence of like 1 minute, because of earlier plays you made correctly, that 1 minute ended up turning into about 1.5k gold all up.
Yep.
Because the Herald's 300 gold, but then also it's another at least 480 gold off you dropping it. And then you got you got 4 plates actually. And you also got first blood turret, I believe.
Gotcha. It's basically like 3 kills gold, basically.
Yeah, exactly. On top of the 2 kills and then Herald gold that you got, right? So
yeah, so it's a lot.
If you go back to that point in time, that base was like a 3k gold base, and like it teleported you into a really strong point in the game. Now, we ended up throwing that lead into the next like minute, right from the 2 deaths where we died to Viego, and then we also died to Gangplank. And I think that specifically with the Gangplank one, you could have played better. And I don't know with the Viego one, but you said you could have played better in that Viego fight too and lived. So I'm not 100% sure about that, but
That's fine.
I felt like that was, you know, there were those 2 options. Also, you know, with being a year 1 trick, as you know, get better, you'll like know what fights you can take and can't take, and you can also prevent those deaths in the future. So like, you know, it's what we want to focus on with like the coaching from me specifically is like, you know, how to get the leads, and then you will be able to figure out how to keep the leads based on like your specific knowledge as like a year one trick, knowing like, oh, I can win this fight because I can outplay this guy in this specific way.
Yeah, I understand. Gotcha. Yeah.
Because that's something that's like a lot harder for me to teach. That you know, if you can specifically outplay, you know, Viego at level 11 with these items, because I just don't play enough Yi to
Yeah, for sure.
know
That makes sense.
exactly
Yeah.
those numbers. Yeah, so we want to try and replicate like how we generated the leads in this game, which was like with a good clear, taking smart ganks that were easy. So that was like, you know, taking the top lane gank for like GP's second death.
Mhm.
And then you know, smart invades where we know that like, you know, it's pretty much just guaranteed.
Yeah, gotcha.
And also that gank, sorry, not that gank, that invade, you know, was played like very much not how I said it, and you still were able to, you know, kill him with ease.
Oh, what was that? Was that the red buff that I
Yeah,
didn't drag into the
Nunu
bush?
and
That
red.
one?
Yeah. So
Yeah,
you didn't drag the
gotcha.
red into bush. He also smarted early.
Yeah.
And then I
Yeah,
was
I
just
did,
telling you
yeah.
to kill the Nunu when he ulted, but like you were like running away, and like that allowed him to get like more damage on you. He's like burning you with his Sunfire Cape and autoing you down, etc.
Yep, yep,
Whereas
makes
in
sense.
my mind, it was like just turn around and kill this guy, and then if GP comes after, we kill him too.
Yep. Yeah, I think I tunnel vision on that one.
Yeah,
So
I think it's
yeah.
just yeah, you probably didn't trust in the play of like what I was saying, because you don't, like as you said in the game, like you were like, oh, I'd never really do this.
Yep, yep, exactly. So yeah, that's true. It's just like a natural
Yeah.
unsureness, I guess.
And
So
this will take time, but like, you know, I don't know if you watch my YouTube videos at all, but
I do, yeah, I do. Most of them, yeah.
yes, like you'll see I invade all the time, people.
Yes, you do.
I'm happy to just invade just about anyone, because like I'm always thinking about these things, these factors that allow me to invade, whether it's like, you know, is it a good invade? And then sometimes I'll even take a bad invade if I think it's still beneficial for like the overall game.
Yeah.
But I think that's like not something we need to focus on quite yet.
Mhm. That's fair enough. Makes sense.
I was thinking about other parts in the game. You know, there's like also some fights where you could really pop off, but that's it's not something that's specifically like I can say like, oh, it was like bad that you didn't do or something, because like these are like such like niche little things. But like, you know, when they fought you towards Dragon, which like led into you guys getting Baron. Didn't remember
Yep.
that fight where Viego
Yeah, I
comes over the
remember, yeah.
wall, we kill a
Uh-huh.
Viego, and then you're going on Nunu, and you come out of it coming back into the team. So like I think there's also the play there where you can come out of it going into the enemy team and like flash on the GP and just murder him because he's half health. So it'll
Gotcha.
be like two autos.
Yep. So those are like a targeting issue, would you say?
Um, I think it's just like you were playing like in a very defensive like mind, because like they've won the previous couple fights, and like GP is like kind of like nearly one shotting you kind of thing.
Gotcha. Yep, that makes 100%
Yeah,
sense.
so I think
Yes.
it's just like you weren't taking into consideration all the factors that were present at that point in time. You know, because like
Yep.
I think GP had just used the barrel combo too on the Nunu ult, where everyone was
Yep.
slowed. But yeah,
It's
so
kind of like, yeah, like the previous fights, I kind of like made me think that like Gangplank was still invincible, even though he was very low health.
yeah, exactly. And this is like normal kind of thing. Like it's good that you can adapt to like the situations that are being presented in the game, right? But
Yep.
on top of that, you want to adapt to those things. But then if new situations present themselves, you want to take them, right? So like a new situation was presenting itself by GP being low, and it was already like a 3v5 because Nunu was dead and Viego entered the fight.
Yep.
So yeah,
Gotcha. That
that's
makes
kind of,
100%
you
sense.
know,
Wow.
it's very hard to like
Yeah.
adjust like your game plan so quickly, but you know, that's kind of how like a better player goes about the game. And it's just like a learning skill that you need to learn over time, where you like are
Yeah, yeah, for
adjusting
sure.
the win condition
Yeah.
of a fight inside the fight based
Hmm.
on like what the enemies do.
Yeah, for sure. Like that's something I'll just learn. I'll just get better at.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And also,
Gotcha.
as you verse better players, you'll learn this more because they'll also be doing it.
Yes.
And so it's just like kind of a thing that you learn through like playing the game. Once you're aware of its existence, then yeah, you just like learn it going through the game. Because like in high elo, right? Um, say like say I'm playing Graves, right? Like I'll have like, you know, it's probably like a front to back fight, yeah. But then if the enemy ADC mispositions, like flashes forward for a kill, and they're in range, well now I instantly switch targets, and it's like, okay, this guy's the new
Gotcha.
priority hit
Yeah.
kill. And that's kind of like the
Hmm.
same thing for that fight with you. It's like, oh, well, actually, GP is low, so I can actually come out of my queue towards GP, flash on him, and just kill him.
Hmm. Hmm. Gotcha. That makes 100% sense. Wow. Like I was like completely oblivious. It's it's so dumb and simple. But like I was so like oblivious to the fact that like you can make decisions within team fights. I sound so dumb saying that, but like it's true for me at least.
Oh
So
yeah,
wow.
it's like it's pretty common for like everyone, right? It's like well, League is like a very you know cognitive game. I guess like you really have to think a lot. Like you have to think deeply about the game to like get the most out of it. And like a lot of
Mhm.
people don't realize like to what levels of thought you can have. Like you know with like how far ahead in time you're thinking about the game and
Yep.
like being ready for like you know X situation to occur.
Gotcha.
Um, so you know at like the highest levels you know you'll see people like they'll be thinking about like oh like I'm doing this now but like if the enemy flashes then I'm doing this and like if enemies use like X ability I'm doing that you know and
Hmm.
like taking all these things into consideration so
Yeah.
they can play the game at a more optimal kind of rate.
I understand. Yeah.
Yeah, so this is like a learning thing. I don't know how long you've played League for.
So since season 5,
Hey, so you've played for like a decent amount of time. I think that makes it
yep,
7 years, right?
yep, that's about 7 now.
And so, like, have you taken League like seriously for a lot of that time, or not so
No,
seriously?
so I play when I was in school. So about 5 of those years were just like brain dead, like play after school kind of
Yeah,
games. You know what I mean?
exactly. Yeah, that's pretty
So
common for like most people.
yeah, that's true. But now I'm looking to play much more seriously. So
Yeah, nice. And yeah, I do notice you're on like already an upward trajectory before this coaching session. Like over your last 7 days of League, you've you know, on your year you've got a 70% win rate, 32 wins,
yeah,
14 losses.
yeah.
So you're already on like a good upward trajectory. Yeah. I don't know if you just got Plat 4, if you've been Plat 4 for a while. Oh,
Oh, I
you're
just got
playing
it
Gold Bar.
2 days ago. I'm pretty sure. So
Oh, so you were Plat 4, demoted to Gold Bar and got back to Plat 4?
yes,
Yeah,
yeah.
okay, I see. Understand. Yeah.
That's,
Um, yeah, other things that are probably, you know, of note is like itemization. It's like I don't know if you were gonna go Death Dance before I recommended it, but like it seemed like you were gonna go lethality because you'd already opted for like a lethality mythic.
Also, sorry, wait. So just to say, I think like I would have thought of getting a Death Dance, but I wasn't focusing on like the AD and AP split on the team because I
Yeah.
was listening to you. So it was just a
Okay.
yeah, that was
Nice.
just a like a error, I guess.
No, that's
But yeah.
good.
Anyways, carry on. Yeah.
Yeah, because I was just gonna say, like, you know, another thing with Yi, I think, is like itemization. Well, even all champions, right? But like Yi specifically, like itemization is gonna be really important for you. You know, sometimes you're gonna need to deviate from like what is potentially like the optimal build for like
Yep.
what is optimal in that game, right? Like, oh, um, you know, we're really getting one shot by AD champions. Instead of going a lethality item here, I'm actually gonna opt for an armor item like Death Stance or like you know
I know
Frozen
what you mean.
Heart can be a play
Yeah.
sometimes, etc.
So
Randuin's.
gotcha. That makes sense. So like, so I actually did that. I think it was the game before did this coaching thing with you. I was versing like an Eve,
Yeah,
and
I see.
I opted for like I think it was second or third item. I went, oh, what was it? Wit's End and more of Malmortius. So was that like the correct? Like she was very fed, obviously, and obviously there are other details that you probably don't know, but like
Yo,
I'm
what
assuming that's kind
happened to your
of.
wits end, by the way?
Sorry, wait.
So
Let me
you
see.
have a wits end at 18 minutes, and then oh, do you refund it or something?
Wait one
I don't.
sec. Sorry, let me see.
I'm so confused by your itemization here.
Sorry, wait one sec. Oh no, more of Malmortius, sorry. So it
Right.
wasn't Wit's End.
So you did
And
have a
Merc
wits end
Treads.
at one point. At like 18 minutes, you had wits end plus collector, but maybe you refunded the wits end
I
and
think I
just
did,
took
damn.
collector. Yeah, so this game, I think, yeah, this nearly even looks like an angle where you would go on hit instead of lethality. So, like, you'd maybe even transition your. Like, I would probably transition my build away from lethality here. So, like, even though you had Duskblade first, I might go, like, something like Wit's End,
Gotcha.
Black
Yeah.
Cleaver into Hexshaker,
Mhm.
into, like, maybe Titanic or something. You know, and just go, like, health plus defensives plus on hit instead. And then still, like, use the Duskblade for, like, its benefit of, like, going invis.
Gotcha, gotcha.
And then obviously if it got late game, late enough to sell it, I'd probably sell the Dust Blade and pick up something that's like more synergistic with like the build you're going. Like maybe you just like
Gotcha.
sell it for Eclipse, right?
Yeah. Sunfire actually, I think
Yeah,
is the
Sunfire, if
yeah.
that's viable. I didn't know if that's viable or not with fully on hit.
Um, I've never seen an eclipse on a year though. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
I could be
it
tripping. I
might
don't
be
know.
dog shit. I am not 100% sure, but
That's right. Anyways, but I get your point.
yeah,
So
the point is like you want to adapt your build, based on the game. Like I don't think this game you should have picked up a collector like Dustblade collector unless you were really far ahead at that point. Like I don't think that was the play.
all right.
Especially with how fed Eve is, but it's hard to say because I wasn't seeing the game right. Like
Yeah, of
with
course. Yeah.
everything, you itemize based off the point in time it is. Like you might have, collector might have even been the right decision here, but then you threw by like making a bad play. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
That's
understand
also
what you
an
mean.
option that
Yeah.
could have happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So do you have any questions?
Um, I think I did actually. So, oh, sorry. Yeah, actually, I'll ask that though. So, is your reasoning behind like going on here just because they have like one shot potential? So I should go more like a tanky kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like if you're gonna get one shot on lethality, you're not gonna deal any damage, right?
Yep.
So how do you deal the most damage in like said game? Well, I go on
By like
another hit build here.
by like surviving more, right?
Yeah, because if you can survive more and live longer, then you get to deal more damage in these games where you're getting one shot, right? So
Gotcha. Yep.
I think of it back to like similar to like how you'd play Graves, right? It's like, if you aren't gonna get one shot by anything and you're gonna be able to one shot them, then lethality is good, right? If you're
Hmm.
gonna consistently get one shot because you have to be like kind of like a frontline kind of position, then you go more of an on hit build
Yep. Gotcha.
or a bruiser build.
Yep. Cool. That makes sense. My other things, I do have. So I was trying to like search up a lot of stuff about itemization. There's not much content about that on YouTube actually, like except like the general stuff like skill caps or whatever. But like, do you have any general like, I guess, advice or tips on itemization on a
Um,
more basic note?
yeah, but it like involves like a lot of you like doing your own thinking. But like basically, when you're itemizing for a game, you analyze what the enemy team comp is and like how damage is coming out of that team comp.
Yep.
And then, but it's specifically damage that you're taking, right?
Yep.
Like, say they have a fed champion that's split pushing and you're not going to see them, then you don't necessarily need to itemize it for them, right? In a lot of cases.
Yep.
And what you ideally want to do for itemization is you want to foresee the issue before it happens and build the items that prevent that from happening.
Gotcha.
Right? So
Without like
it's
making the mistake first and then
exactly.
buying the item.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly. So it's like, oh, like they're really heavy AD and like they're gonna hit their power spike soon. It would probably be really beneficial if I had an armor item by the time they hit their 2 item power spikes.
Gotcha. Yep.
I'll grab an armor item, right? Whereas like,
Hmm.
oh, like they have really, really early game burst magic damage, right? Like say they're running like LeBlanc mid and Elise jungle, right?
Yep.
Oh, I'm gonna pick up my mythic item and then I'm gonna pick up a Hex Drinker and Merc Treads to
Gotcha.
negate that, right?
Yep.
And like try and prevent them from getting their win condition. So that's kind of
Uh-huh.
like how you want to think of itemization. If you can prevent them from reaching their win condition by buying, defensive or items that counter that, then that's really, really good.
Gotcha. Okay, that's very helpful. Thanks. Very helpful indeed.
All right, is there any other questions you had?
To be honest, I think the more we do this, I'll probably find a lot more questions because now, like, this is the time where I can just think about
Yeah.
my gameplay and stuff, you know?
You can you can just
So,
DM me about questions at any time anyway. Well,
oh,
it's actually better if you put it in. There's a channel on my Discord called Ask Margo, which I check
cool.
more frequently than my DMs for questions. But there's
Yeah,
I'll give you the
yeah,
coaching
that's
role,
all
and
good,
then
man.
like anytime you have a question, you just chuck it in there, and I'll answer it for you.
You know what? Yeah, I'll do it there because that's great for engagement for other people as well. So I
Yeah, yeah.
understand you.
Other people get to learn too from your questions, unless your question is like
Very specific, then yeah.
yeah, or like if you have like a personal or like a question that like I don't know is private or you're embarrassed about, obviously you can DM
Yeah,
me.
gotcha. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
if it's just like what I build on the versus comps, like yeah, like
Gotcha. Yeah, yeah,
everyone
yeah,
can
yeah.
learn that.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, cool. Yeah, that's to be honest, I think I have a lot more questions, but I can't think about any of them at the moment. So I think
Yeah, that's
that's all
okay.
from me.
That's
Yeah.
that's relatively common.
Fair enough.
All right, man. So did you want to go through a bit of a VOD review then, over the game, just over some key areas of it?
Sure, yeah. So the one we just did, yeah?
Yep.
Cool.
Here, let me bring up Epic Pen real quick. So always, it's not as good to do like VOD reviews like this because we can't see, your
Oh, yes, sorry, I
your clicks.
understand. I can record OBS in the future.
Yeah,
by the
so
way.
that's always
So,
best for VOD review. But
Yep.
it's very hard to do in this session structure, which a lot of people seem to like this session structure where they do like a game into like talking about it and potentially VOD review after.
Yep,
Because
that's fair.
I don't know, people like the live spectating kind of deal.
Yeah, that's interesting. Makes sense though. It makes the session feel like a lot more interactive.
Yeah.
I guess.
I think it's also like more like fun for people, like more actually engaging, which I think is like a pretty big thing.
Like
Like,
a big plus.
yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of people find VOD reviews like boring, and so it's like hard for them to engage in it.
Gotcha, yeah. I
Whereas,
mean, I don't mind, by the way. Like, I don't mind VOD reviews at all. Like, I watch this all the time. So
yeah. Well, I think,
it's...
you don't need to screenshot. I'll screenshot you, by the way.
Oh, cool. Yeah, right. Oh, so you can. I thought it was like the own. Oh,
No,
never mind. Never
I
mind.
have it.
Cool.
So you can turn off your screen, and I'll turn on mine. Yeah.
All good. All good, boss.
All right. So you should be able to see my screen. Yeah.
Yep, I can.
Nice. Okay. Bit of a graphics glitch there. Interesting. Okay, so first thing I noticed in the game is I don't particularly know if you're kiting your camps as efficiently as you possibly could. You can generally speaking get 2 auto attacks for the enemy, for the camp's 1 auto attack. Whereas how it appears to me that you're doing is going 1 for 1, but I need to rewatch that in VOD review to specifically see.
Fair enough.
Yes, like here we're trading like 1 for 1.
Gotcha.
It's not a huge deal. But
So wait, sorry. So what should I be? What should
you can
I be
normally go
doing?
2 of your auto attacks for 1 of the enemy camp's auto attacks. And it's
Oh, okay,
hardest
cool.
to do on red, it's easiest to do on like your blue Grom, right?
Gotcha. Because like I want to try and like attack at the exact same time that like my auto attack resets, right? While bringing out the cannon. Is that the idea?
Yeah, so to get the 2 auto attacks up, what you want to do is you want your auto attack to be going, your first auto attack goes at the second the buff auto attacks, right? So at the exact same time the buff's doing its auto attack, you want your first auto attack to go, and then like you take a tiny step back and then auto attack again and then move away, and then the buff will like, it'll cancel its next auto attack and like walk
And move
towards you.
instantly, right? Gotcha.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's
Okay,
like the
that
best
makes
way
sense.
to do it. And it's much easier on blue Grump, as I said, but both are optional.
Yeah.
It's pretty lucky solo kill for your top
That
laner.
was yes.
And then so yeah, here like I think you do chickens pretty good. It's this point in time where I think you should go 2 points in Q because you're pretty much committed to a full clear here.
Yep.
And I just don't think W gives you as much. So you go through, GP is slow pushing down, so we're going to be able to get a kill on him here, which I like that you look for. This is all good in my opinion. And I do like how you approach the gank here, how you wait in the bush for him to like get close and you start with auto attack.
Gotcha.
Auto attack W.
Yeah.
A lot of people would Q under him, right? And then it makes it harder to get the kill.
Right. Because I mean, I didn't know if you had flash or not because I didn't. Yeah. So.
And then
Keep the
so
Q, I guess.
here I said it in the game, but you want to ward in the corners of bushes. Like, when you ward here, you're going to see further down here as opposed to like this with your ward. Because like wards have like a range on them. So if you ward here, you're only going to see it like here. Right?
Cool.
And it's like, say you want to see further this way, then you ward out to this corner of the bush, right? But say there's a wall there, so you can't see through walls. But say if there wasn't a wall here and you wanted to see this way, you would ward to this corner. Does that make sense? It's like it's easier to show on the pixel brush. Over here sees over this area more, over here sees more into the river.
100% makes sense, yeah.
And then here, base instantly is good. And yeah, I like going into another full clear here. This is good.
Yep. Cool.
Now here, there's like some delays in kind of like what you do. So I tell you to start sleeping at some point here. Firstly, you get your Krugs like or your things like reset here. I think you should just queue them for time, right? Because you had Q, and you had
Gotcha.
Q anyway. And then yeah, you sweep. It's good to sweep. Now, this could be like my communication, etc. But like right now, you should never be looking to go in here because this guy is recalling, so they have full prio. And say
Yep.
there's another ward and they see you walking in to clear it. Like I said, it's a pink ward and you're gonna have to waste 4 autos. This guy can come down and this guy can come down and they can like
Gotcha.
sandwich you in, right? Kill you.
Yep.
So what you do here is you just like run straight to wolves most likely. And if you didn't waste any time and you run straight to wolves, right? You can probably kill your wolves and then pick up the mid wave after. See, because
Gotcha.
you walk to here, right?
You
You're
waste
wasting
time.
3 seconds, but then you're wasting 3 seconds going back too, right?
Yep.
So you're wasting
Yep.
like 6 seconds.
And then I come back for this.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Which is probably the right play to come back to this in hindsight, but I think that if you were moving fast, you could probably have killed your
Gotcha.
wolf camp maybe. And then come
Like
back.
if I did a different sequence, this wouldn't have happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you could have like done it better, right? Like because if you've taken the wolf camp and then you come back for it, it's better.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, shut down.
Shut down.
Oh, there's this play. I wonder if you could have actually killed this guy here. It's hard to say. But anyway, as I said in the play, this is actually a fine play, right? Like, this guy used his ult and his ignite. Like, he shouldn't really be able to play the game now. And, like, you can just go do your red and
Gotcha.
your Krugs here. And then this play ends up being like decent, like you get to pick up a kill here. Like I said, you always, when you're doing this right, you want to pan over the camp. So you see how you wasted a bunch of time here doing this? This is like
Yep.
unideal, whereas you could just be killing the camp and having like
Gotcha.
higher health, etc.
Right. Yeah.
So we can go back in time. Yeah, so imagine we killed the camp here, or like maybe you were just like meditating or something, getting health. But, like anything's kind of better than what happened here.
Gotcha.
I think that you probably didn't need to flash, but
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Yeah.
this
Probably
it's
wasn't worth
also
it.
fine. Yeah, it's not that bad. And then here, I don't think you go any further forward, so I think you make the right play to go back into the over here. This is pretty greedy, right? Because like if Lucian had E and Nami had E, they could probably kill you there.
Yeah.
And yeah, sweeping as you come in here always, because there's most likely a ward.
Yep.
Yeah, nice. Picking up the wave is fine. It's probably the right play. And then your Yi, you can't really do anything to stop their recalls, so you just get the wave here. Cancelled your auto attack there, doing the
Yeah.
auto W
I'm
cancel.
lucky.
And then here, we probably should have committed for the recall, probably. Right? But I was thinking that, you know, you only need 1800 gold base, which is actually wrong, and you need 2000 gold. And I didn't know if it was 1800 or 2000 gold. So it's a mistake on my behalf. And, you know, for your actual items, you could have just based, right? Because you needed like... Oh, I think it's here you could base, is it? Because what do you need? 18.
Serrated Dirk.
So you
But
base
I
here,
had a
so you
lot of
think-
gold there. Yeah.
Or you could base here and buy pickaxe plus tier 1 boots plus 2 longswords and
Yep.
not get the full thing, right? That's
gotcha,
probably the
yeah.
play. And then you would take this and then you would come back out of base, run to here, yada yada yada, right?
Yep.
That being said though, you might not be able to get the kill that we got based off what we did, right? So we
Yep.
made another play. So this is kind of inefficient here, but we turn it into an efficient play at a later point in time. See base here, right? And now we see Nunu spending all this time doing this drag, right? Whilst you get back towards this play. So this is how we kind of like deduced this was a good play. Top lane shut down, right?
Yep.
Nunu snowballs this, you pick up the crab. Nami, we see her going back bot, right? Now there's these two here. Now, you kill this, we see Nunu's going up, and we see your players are going for like a play here. So you were gonna go for this, but I was trying to get you to continue going up. Now, look at the difference in gold here. This guy is just chilling on like, what is this? Yeah, it's like 2,200 gold,
Yep.
whereas yours is like nearly 3,000 gold in items.
Basically, yeah.
And also, on top of that, a level lead.
Yep.
And it's here I would be hitting this and then pulling it in. And as you can see, this guy did go mid, as I said in the VOD, like he's probably going to go mid.
Yep.
And you'll see here, you actually fuck up with your smite.
I do.
This guy could have got it. He was a bit quicker with his auto attack. And then so it's here where I was telling you to just like ult and kill this guy.
Keep going in, yeah.
Yeah. And then even now I was still telling you like just murder this guy, and it's now.
Yeah.
And I think that you probably could have played this mechanically better too. Yeah,
Yep.
I was telling you to ult before you even queued back up here, and like just use Q to dodge his ult. If we click on you, if you ult, okay, you don't have Q. So yeah, you pretty much did this as good as you could. Alright, that's fine. That's nice. And then here I told you go Krugs, which that would have been the right play. Go Krugs, then come back, take this, and then yada yada yada, as we said.
Gotcha.
And then
Is that because Nunu's on his death timer? So
yeah,
just get
Nunu's on
Krugs
death
while
timer, so you can take Krugs for free, and then there's like nothing top for Nunu to come back to, so he's just gonna go
Gotcha.
bot side, right? And then because there's
Yep.
nothing top for Nunu to go back to, you know he's gonna go bot side, so you can ping your bot to be careful, because Nunu's gonna go bot side.
Gotcha, and then get Rift Herald for free,
Yeah,
basically.
you get Rift Herald for
He's-
free, but also your bot lane, you know exactly where Nunu's going, so they shouldn't die to a gank either.
Exactly, yeah. That's...
Whereas now you don't particularly know where he's gonna go, because he could go to his Krugs, he could go to his other camps, right? But
Gotcha, yep.
he would see you going to his Krugs if you just ran straight there, because you can still see for like a little bit after you die, so you can see where someone goes. Yeah, and yes, you pick up these camps, and yeah, let's just fast forward here. It's like after you
Nice.
dropped Herald, and look at the gold that you have, right? Like this has turned into a 3k gold when you base. And yeah, as I said, if you had a base, like as soon as you took the tower and killed the wave, so you kill this wave here.
I would have just backed straight away, yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, you know, you'd be based.
Like right there.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you wouldn't get stopped, because you got stopped on like the tiniest bit of health. Time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pain in the ass. But that's what he should do. You know, you made the right play there.
Yep.
And yeah, you want to get your base off here. There's not too much else to show you. I guess the other thing to show you of like importance is like here. So this fight is like really good. This guy is just completely against it, right? And then you're here queuing. Hold on, let's go back in time so we can get
Yeah,
better
this is-
tracking on you. Alright, so you're killing this guy, right?
Viego's done, yeah.
And then you're on this Nunu here, and you dodge the knife.
I could,
You
yes.
could just go straight on him, right? And murder him.
I could have queued the gangplank there, you're right, yeah.
Well, not even. I think you could have queued him, but I think even just queuing Nunu is fine to dodge Nami ult. But just like going out behind is like better, right? So
Yeah.
like, where the fuck are you right now? I think you're about to pop out. Alright, yeah, you're about to pop out,
there I
right?
am. Yep.
And I see auto attacking this guy here, right?
Yep.
Now you could have like probably queued this person, but I think
Yep.
queuing Nunu here is fine. But I think the misplay comes here, right, where you're gonna go back. Whereas I think you should go to here, right?
Gangplank.
And then
Yeah.
you can like auto attack, and then flash on this guy and probably kill all of them, right? Or
Yeah.
like say you're getting hit by this, you can like go out to here and just like flash over here.
Yep, gotcha.
But I think you go into their backline in this play instead of going back into your backline. See, even now you would still be able to just like flash, kill this GP, right?
Exactly, yeah.
And like you're just like kind of like wailing on the Nunu here and like flashing back, etc. Like it's just like you're at this point you're not like a Nunu killer, you know what I mean? Like with your build, you're
Yeah.
like, you know, in that backline killer.
And it's been the backline, yeah. Like, I was literally, like, trying to kill the guy that I wasn't meant to go for.
Yeah, which is because you're like playing like front to back and then like too scared to go into their backline, which I think comes down to the earlier fight.
Yep.
Yeah. So that was me showing you that fight. 'Cause I think that was like one of the big kind of mistakes that you can like really learn from that game.
Yes. I definitely have the defensive mindset. I like how you said that. That's cool. Okay.
Yeah. So do you have any questions about this?
No, not really. I pretty much got what, yeah.
Nice. Did you get any
Pretty much
notes?
got what I wanted.
down about.
Ah, yes. I literally, yeah, I think I have almost everything I need to work on, so that's great.
Excellent. All right, mate. Well, I'm gonna end
Yeah.
the recording here then.
All good. Thanks for that, by the way.
No worries.